Hello friends, this is my first video and I'm starting my video with BA program course semester 1 paper. Paper name is calculus. This paper is divided in 3 units. Unit 1 is continuity and differentiability of functions. Now friends, before coming to concept of continuity of functions, we will first discuss the concept of limits. We will first discuss the concept of limit. Now, before giving you the mathematical definition of limit, first understand what is limit. For that, we consider a function. Consider fx is equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2 when x is not equal to 2. Now, the function fx is defined for all x except at x is equal to 2. Since at x is equal to 2, fx takes the form 0 by 0, 0 by 0, which is an indeterminate form, That is, we don't know about the exact value of fx when x is equal to 2. Okay. Now we construct a table and xfx. Let us give some values to x and see the nature of fx. 1.7, 1.8, say 1.9, 1.99, 2, 2.01, 2.1, 2.2. Now when x is not equal to 2, then x square minus 4 by x minus 2 is equal to x plus 2. Since x square minus 4 is x plus 2 into x minus 2. X minus 2 will get cancelled out from numerator and denominator and we are left with x plus 2. Fx is equal to x plus 2 when x is not equal to 2. Then substituting x is equal to 1.7 in x plus 2, we get 3.7 here. 3.8 when x is 8, 1.8 sorry. This is 3.9, this is 3.99. And when x is equal to 2, this will take the form 0 by 0. At x is equal to 2.01, this is 4.01, this is 4.1 and this is 4.2. Okay. Now we see from this table that as x increases and come closer to 2 from left hand side of 2. See, here it is 2. This is left side of 2. This is right side of 2. Now as x increases and come closer to 2 from left hand side of 2. That is, x is increasing from 1.7 to 1.99 from left hand side of 2. As x increases and come closer to 2 from left hand side of 2, fx also increases. It increases from 3.7 to 3.99. The value of fx increases and come closer to 4. That means we can say as x tends to 2 from left hand side of 2, value of fx tends to 4. In notation, mathematically, we write it as limit x tending to 2 minus fx is equal to 4. This is left hand limit, LHL, that is left hand limit. This minus is not the usual minus sign. This only tells that x is taking values which are less than 2. Again, from this table we see that when x decreases, also as x decreases and come closer to 2 from right hand side. From right hand side of 2, the value of fx decreases as x decreases from right hand side. Means x is taking value, see here, 2.2, then 2.1, 2.01. It is decreasing. Then value of fx also decreases from 4.2 to 4.01. Then value of fx decreases and come closer to 4, or means we can write this as x decreases from right hand side of 2, value of fx decreases. Okay, that means that is as x tends to 2 from right hand side of 2, then fx tends to 4. Mathematically this is written as limit x tending to 2 plus f of x is equal to 4. This is right hand limit. Again, this plus is not the plus sign, usual plus sign. This only tells that x is taking values which are more than 2. Here. Okay. Now this is the left hand limit concept and right hand limit concept. Now we see how we find the limit of a function. Existence of a limit at a given point. Okay. Now fx is said to tend to a limit as x tends to a if both the left hand limit and right hand limit exist and are equal, and in that case the common value is called limit of the function. This is how we find the limit of given function at a point. Now for this we have to find left hand limit and right hand limit. How to find left hand limit and right hand limit. First, to find left hand limit, that is we have to find limit x tending to a minus f of x. For this we first put x is equal to a minus h, where h is positive, in fx, and then take limit as h tends to 0 plus. Then we have limit x tending to a minus f of x is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus f of a minus h. Means to find the left hand limit we have to put x is equal to a minus h in f of x. A minus means x is taking values less than a. Similarly, we will find right hand limit. To find right hand limit, that is limit x tending to a plus f of x. For this, we first put x is equal to a plus h positive in fx, and then take limit h tends to 0 plus. That is, we have limit x tending to a plus f of x is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus f of a plus h. Means to find right hand limit, we have to put x is equal to a plus h in f of x, and in left hand limit we have to put x is equal to a minus h in f of x. Okay, now we will consider some examples so that things will be more clear to us. Okay, now consider examples. Consider this first example as, let f of x is equal to 1 plus x square and 2 minus x. This is when 0 is less than equal to x less than 1. This is when x is greater than 1. Consider this example. Okay, we have to show that limit x tending to 1 f of x does not exist. We have to show this. Solution. Now first we find the left hand limit. Left hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. That is, we have to find limit x tending to 1 minus f of x. Now when x tends to 1 minus, that means x is less than 1. Now function is taking value 1 plus x square. Function is defined as 1 plus x square. Right here, 1 plus x square. Now this will be limit h tending to 0 plus 1 minus h whole square. Now since put x is equal to 1 minus h. X is tends to 1 minus, means we have to replace x by 1 minus h whole square. Now on taking limit, this will be 1 minus 0 whole square, that is 1 only. This will be 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay, now we calculate right hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. This is limit x tending to 1 plus f of x. Now when limit is x tending to 1 plus, means x is more than 1. Function is defined as 2 minus x. Write 2 minus x here. This will be limit h tending to 0 plus 2 minus 1 plus h. Yeah, put x is equal to 1 plus h here. This will be 2 minus 1 on taking limits. 2 minus 1, that is 1. Now see, left hand limit is 2, right hand limit is 1. That means both limits exist but are not equal. Okay, limit exists but they are not equal. Left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Now since left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, limit x tending to 1 f of x does not exist. Okay, now consider another example. Take another example. Let second example, let f of x is equal to 3x minus 2 4x square minus 3x. This is when this is when x is less than 1 and this is when x is greater than 1. ठीक है. To find limit x tending to 1 f of x. Same way, first we find left hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. Now limit x tending to 1 minus f of x. When x is less than 1, function is defined as 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2. This is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus replace 3 by x by 1 minus h. Put x is equal to 1 minus h here. ठीक है. On taking limits as h tends to 0, this will be 1 minus 0, that is 1. Then limit will be 3 minus 2, that is 1 here. Now we find the right hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. That is, we have to find limit x tending to 1 plus f of x. This is limit x tending to 1 plus. Now when x is greater than 1, function is defined as 4x square minus 3x. This will be limit h tending to 0 plus replace x by 1 plus h. That means this is equal to this. Put x is equal to 1 plus h. Now on taking limit, this will be 1 plus 0 whole square. This is 1 plus h is 1 plus 0. That means 4 minus 3. 1. Now this is 1. This is 1. Therefore, left hand limit is equal to right hand limit is equal to 1. And therefore, limit x tending to 1 fx is 1. Okay. Now, consider next example. Third example. See third example. Show that limit x tending to 0 signum function does not exist. Solution. Now first we define signum function. This signum function is defined as, this is plus 1 for x greater than 0, 0 for x equal to 0, and minus 1 for x less than 0. This is called signum function. This is signum function. We first find left hand limit of signum function at x is equal to 0. Limit x tending to 0 minus signum function. Now limit x tends to 0 minus. When x is less than 0, this function is minus 1. On taking limit, we have the same constant. Since limit of a constant is same constant, right hand limit of signum function at x is equal to 0. That is limit x tending to 0 plus signum function. Now when x tends to 0 plus, that means x is taking values more than 0. X is greater than 0. Function is defined as plus 1. Answer will be 1 plus 1. Now this value is minus 1 and this is plus 1. Left hand limit is minus 1 and right hand limit is plus 1. Now since left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Therefore, limit x tending to 0 signum function does not exist. This is the thing we have to prove. Okay. Now, next example. We have to check if this limit x tending to 1 to power x 1 upon x minus 1 exist. We have to check whether this limit exists or not exist. Let us check. Now let f of x is equal to this function. Now left hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. That means limit x tending to 1 minus f of x. That is limit h tends to 0 plus. Same way we have to replace x by 1 minus h here. That means 2 power 1 minus h minus 1. Okay. Now this will be equal to limit h tends to 0 plus 2 to the power 1 upon minus h. Now this will be limit h tends to 0 plus 2 to the power minus 1 by h. Now we see that as h tends to 0 plus 1 by h tends to plus infinity, 2 to the power 1 by h tends to plus infinity, and 2 to the power minus 1 by h will tend to 0. Okay, therefore this limit is equal to 0. Clear? Now right hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1. That means limit x tending to 1 plus. We are checking at x is equal to 1, not at x is equal to 0. That means this is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus. Now replace x by 1 plus h. This will be equal to 1 plus h minus 1. That means this is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus 2 to the power 1 by h. Now we see as h tends to 0 plus 1 by h tends to infinity and 2 power 1 by h tends to infinity. Means this is infinity, no finite value. Therefore, right hand limit of fx at x is equal to 1 does not exist. Does not exist. Therefore, limit x tending to 1 to power 1 upon x minus 1 does not exist. Okay, clear? Next example, we consider next example. Now take exponential function this time. We have to check whether this limit exists or not exists. Limit x tending to 0 e 1 by x plus e 1 by x plus 1 exists. We have to check whether this limit exists or not exists. Okay, then same way we first let fx to be this function by x plus 1. Now left hand limit of fx at x is equal to 0. That is limit x tending to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus. 0 minus means we have to replace x by 0 minus h here. Then this will be 1 by minus h plus 1. Now this is equal to Now this will be equal to limit h tending to 0 plus e minus 1 by h by e minus 1 by h plus 1. Now we see as h tends to 0 plus 1 by h tends to plus infinity, e 1 by h tends to plus infinity, and then e minus 1 by h tends to 0. Okay, therefore this limit is equal to 0. Now we find right hand limit of fx at x is equal to 0. This will be limit x tending to 0 plus f of x. Now we have to replace x by 0 plus h. This will be e 1 by h now this is equal to e 1 by h by e 1 by h plus 1. Now dividing both numerator and denominator by e 1 by h, then this will be 1 upon 1 plus e minus 1 by h. Okay, now as we have seen above that when h tends to 0 plus e minus 1 by h tends to 0, that means on taking limit we get this is 1 upon 1 plus 0. That means limit is 1. Now since left hand limit is 0 and right hand limit is 1. Now since left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, we have limit x tending to 0 e 1 by x by e 1 by x plus 1 does not exist. Okay, clear? Now we consider next example, last example, and this time trigonometric example. Example 6. Now find limit x tending to 0 x sine 1 by x. Solution. First let fx is equal to x sine 1 by x. Okay, now we find left hand limit of fx at x is equal to 0. That is limit x tending to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tending to 0 plus, replace x by 0 minus h here. This will be minus h sine of 1 upon minus h. This will be limit h tends to 0 plus. Now sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Therefore this is h sine 1 by h. Now as h tends to 0, sine 1 by h is finite and it oscillates between minus 1 and 1. Its value lies between minus 1 and 1 as h tends to 0. That means this limit is equal to 0 into, since h tends to 0, this limit is equal to 0 into some finite quantity between minus 1 and 1. That means limit is 0. Similarly, we will find right hand limit. Of fx at x is equal to 0. That means we have to find limit x tending to 0 plus f of x. This is equal to limit h tends to 0 plus replace x by 0 plus h, that means h sine 1 by h, and as done above this limit is equal to 0. Now since left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, therefore limit x tending to 0 x sine 1 by x is equal to 0. Since both left hand limit and right hand limit exist and are equal, they are equal to 0, therefore this limit is equal to x sine 1 by x. That is all for limit portion. Hope you all got clear of this concept. Limit concept is clear to all of you. Now meet me in next video for the continuity part, which is next topic in BA program. Okay friends, thank you.